Hi Aries, welcome to 2018 and some bonus information about 2019 and 2020. There's a really big buildup happening now, all of 2018, that will culminate in 2020. And that is Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn brings the action to your destiny in the world, your career, your status, your individual outward contribution to society from your own unique, authentic self. You'll see this starting in January. At the Capricorn new moon, 6 planets will be in Capricorn in this area of your chart, bringing a very big focus to what you're doing in the world. Whether it's a business you own, or a company you work for, or even if you're retired, because you're still a unique individual and your presence here makes a contribution to society. So we'll be talking about this in 2018, 2019, and 2020. Now the big news for you in 2018 is Mars, your ruling planet, will be storming through Aquarius for 5 months. Mars will be in Aquarius from May 16th through August 12th, through September 10th, through November 15th. Mars will retrograde June 26th through August 27th. He'll move from 9 degrees Aquarius back to 28 degrees Capricorn. So again, we have a big focus going on at the top of your chart in the area of your goals, what you do in the world. Now, with Mars moving through Aquarius, and you are Mars's child, hot-headed and impulsive, some of you, you may be very surprising to others, or even rash and rebellious. Remind everyone that you may be harder to tame during these months. Now, as far as your friends go, or the groups you belong to, you may find that you want to upgrade in this area, that you might want a new tribe, or you might want to make new friends. Or what could happen is you're put in a position of leadership, and you may find that people are looking to you, your friends or the groups you belong to take over and now lead the group, the pack, the tribe, and so on. An important thing for you to consider here in 2018 and as well as 2019 and 2020 is, are your goals still valid for you? The goals that you've set up for yourself, are they still something you want? Are they still something that you're going after? What about your ideals? What is ideal for you? What is your ideal job? What is your ideal living location? What is your ideal relationship? You're going to be looking at that as well. And remember, you are the company you keep. So the universe may be encouraging you to upgrade where you hang out, where you play, the friends, the groups that you belong to. Now, Jupiter is in Scorpio, and Jupiter will move into Sagittarius in November, by the end of 2018, December 1st actually. Jupiter enters the area of your life that has to do with long distance travel, and is your sister sign Sagittarius. So that is good news with Jupiter moving forward in your chart, and it will meet up with Saturn and Pluto in 2020. And in fact, in 2020, there will be Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and your ruling planet Mars all coupled together in Capricorn, conjunct, coupled. And that initiates a new beginning. Now, the last time Saturn and Pluto did couple together, it was in Libra, in the area of relationships, and that was in 1982 and 1983. And, you know, for some of you, you can remember back of the big changes you made back in 82 and 83. For some of you, you weren't born. For some of you, you were born in 1982 and in 1983, and you have Saturn and Pluto coupled together in Libra. So it is a really big deal that you're building up to, and your ruling planet Mars will be exactly coupled with them in February and March 2020. But here now, we're building towards it. And Jupiter is helping you build it because Jupiter is going to be in positive energy flow with Neptune. And that can be divine love, that can be healing for you, it can be compassion for you, where you're really forgiving yourself for whatever you've had to experience, forgiving others for not treating you right. It's also Jupiter and Pluto are sextile here in 2018, and that goes exact January 15th, April 14th, and September 12th. So this energy is going to be on for most of the year too in 2018, and that is excellent for business expansion, moving you up in what you're doing, financially gaining, having financial growth, financial expansion. Jupiter is in the area of other people's money, other people's values. It's the area of secrets and shared resources, who you trust. And you're going to be looking at that here in the next couple of years, but especially in 2018 with Mars doing his retrograde June 26th through August 27th. You're going to be really evaluating, who do I trust? Who do I want in my tribe? Who do I want in my group? Who do I want working with me? And this is the time to do it. It is the time to evaluate where you're putting your energy, who you're teaming up with, and are they doing their share of the work? Or are they expecting you to carry most of the load of the work, do most of the work? And, you know, that's not going to work for you. That is something that you're going to be, you know, really looking at here in the next few years, and especially in 2018, of, you know, what do I want in my relationships, my personal relationships, my professional relationships, my friendships, my colleagues? How is that working for me? This is a year of change. 2018 is absolutely a year of change. And, you know, Mars is leading the pack as far as energizing and empowering these changes to take place. Now, Saturn, being in that area of your destiny in the world, your reputation, your status, your achievement, your passion, this is where the fruit of your labor, you have what we call the harvest of everything that you've been working on for the past 14 years or 20 years. Now is the time where you reach the pinnacle, the mountaintop. And, you know, so Saturn is going to be really, you know, examining and testing you in your career choices. Are you in the right career? And being in the right career is what you do. Is it authentic for you? Is it the best use of your time and energy? And this goes for your business too, if you own a business. With Saturn, he is the one that gets you to what you want. He is the one that gets you to what you want. However, he tests everything that you have. He tests your structures. He tests your health. He tests your perseverance and patience, your ability to keep going even with challenges or delays or frustrations. And if you are in the right profession, if you are in your right livelihood, your right work, you're going to move up in these next couple of years, and you're going to have a lot of attention on you because of this major Capricorn energy that is taking place in such a public part of your life. Capricorn rules your status in the world, what you do in the world. So you're going to find that you are very much in the spotlight here in 2018 and in the future. And you're getting a new start. And, you know, many of you have been feeling this already because you've been through the Uranus merging with your Aries, Pluto challenging your Aries. So you've been going through, you know, tremendous change and transformation for the last 10 years when Pluto entered Capricorn in 2008. So for the last decade, you've been going through tremendous change in your life. And here in 2018, you know, there is more change that will be happening for you. We have 5 eclipses in 2018. The first one is January 31st, and that's in Leo, bringing the action to what you love, who you love, creative self-expression, romance, taking chances, taking risks. Then it's followed by the Aquarius solar eclipse on February 15th in that area of your goals, where Mars is going to be camped out for most of the year, for 5 months of the year. And so this area is being activated right, you know, right in the beginning of the year, right in January and February. And then there's a new eclipse happening in Cancer, bringing the action to your foundation. And then following the Cancer eclipse is in July 13th in your foundation. And then July 27th, we're back up in that area of your goals. We have the lunar eclipse in Aquarius on July 27th, looking at your goals, looking at your friends, looking at, you know, your ideals, your hopes and wishes. And then the final eclipse of the year will be a solar eclipse in Leo on August 11th. That'll be the finishing touches from the first lunar eclipse. So you're going to be making some really big changes in here in how you express yourself, how you share your heart with others. Leo is about the heart. It is about coming from the heart. It's about, you know, being your authentic self. It's your sister sign. And so it is about you being who you really are, being bold, being brave, even hot-headed. Good. You're supposed to be. You're a fire sign. You're the first fire sign. You bring spring. It's the first day of astrology in Western astrology. And, you know, so this is a year of change. And another thing that's really interesting in here is all the planets are going to be direct. Uranus moves direct on January 2nd. All the planets are direct until Jupiter goes retrograde on March 8th. That means January, February, and the first week of March, you have this wide window of opportunity to move forward in your work, in your business, in your relationships. This is the time to start a new business. This is the time to go for a promotion. This is the time to move yourself up. I have not seen this before, where we've had such a wide window of opportunity where all the planets are direct. That is forward movement, and you love to start new things. You love to be on fire moving forward. So you're going to appreciate that here in 2018, that you have such a wide window of opportunity to move things forward. And yes, the universe is nudging you forward absolutely with these eclipses in the area of creative self-expression, romance, true love, love, and in the area of Aquarius, which is about your goals, where you network, your friends. So you know you're going to be making some changes in this area. And remember, the universe only takes what's obsolete in your life. They don't take what is part of your soul evolution. And you're here to ascend. You're here to reach your fullest potential and power and live your best life. You're not here to be stuck. You're not here to be held back. And for Aries, it's all about being the one that takes the action. It's not about waiting on others. It's about leading others. It's about being bold. It's about being brave. It is about a new life path destiny happening here for you. And you're going to start really feeling this starting in January at that Capricorn new moon with 6 planets in this area of your life path destiny. And it's going to initiate and culminate over the next couple of years, so that you find in 2020 you are in a new life. And for some of you, you may feel like you're reincarnating without changing bodies. But the good news is you get to take all of that wisdom with you, all of the knowledge that you've gained since you arrived on the planet into this new life that's being born here over these next few years. So it's very exciting. It's a very exciting time. And you are a major player. And Uranus is going to move into Taurus. And that's a really big deal, because it's been in Aries, you know, for the last 7 years. And it is about to move into Taurus on May 15th. Now it's going to re-enter Aries on November 6th. And then re-enter Taurus on March 6th, 2019. So when it enters Taurus, that's going to bring the action to what you love and value. It's going to bring the action to your resources, your investments. While it's in Aries, and it's been in Aries for the past 7 years, it's all about changing you. Uranus is about freedom and liberation. And its intention is to liberate you. Now, I know, you know, how disruptive Uranus can be. Even when it's in harmonious, trining, sextiling, it can still be very disruptive and uncomfortable. However, its intention has been to bring you into who you really are, to liberate you from self-imposed limitation, self-imposed beliefs that aren't serving you. And so all of this time, Uranus has been moving with you to empower you to use your time and energy to be free and lead. Lead others. Be a leader. Be an innovator. Be a creator in your own life. And that's the intention. Now, with it moving into Taurus on May 15th, there could be, a surprise in your money, unexpected expense comes up, unforeseen financial changes. However, because Uranus has been in your sign for so long, you're trained for the unexpected. You've been trained for the unforeseen. You have had the training since 2010 about dealing with curveballs being thrown at you. So you will have the skills to navigate this energy. And, he's going to jump in and he'll be in for like 6 months and then he jumps back out again and, then he's not back in again until January 6, 2019, so almost another 6 months. So you are going to have time to adjust to Uranus being in Taurus and affecting this other part of your life. And that's good news. And you want to take advantage of the changes that are happening here. With Saturn in the area of your destiny in the world, your mission is to work hard, pay your dues, and surround yourself with other people who can help you, who see your potential and want to help you move up in what you're doing, to expand in what you're doing. And your patience will pay off. Your productivity, you will see the rewards that you are seeking. Saturn will reward you for the work that you're doing, for your diligence, for your determination, for not giving up. Saturn always rewards those that do not give up. It's so easy to give up. And when you don't, and you stay in the game, and you keep at it, you be that ram, keep ramming yourself, to move those roadblocks, you're going to see the reward here in 2018 and 19 and 20. Absolutely. Now, if you feel frustrated with Mars retrograde, we all do, because Mars is our energy. Mars is our drive in life. Without Mars, you can't get anything done. And when he retrogrades, it's like, okay, delays, frustrations, I'm tired, and, that kind of thing. But there's always a purpose in it, is what do you need to go back over? What do you need to evaluate? What do you need to really, take a look at in this area of your goals, your friends, your hopes and wishes, the money you make from the business you own, or the money you make from the company you're working for. And you've got the eclipses running in these areas too. So, this is a very focused time for you, and it's appropriate because you do want to be focusing on how you can move up in what you're doing and really taking a look at, is this goal still appropriate for me? This used to be a goal that I wanted, but do I still want it now? And something I like even better than goals is intention. What is my intention? The power of intention can really help you here. Now, I have many free coaching tools on my website that could help you formulate your goals, empower your intention, and consciously create 2018, 2019, 2020. And this is, what it's all about, is really looking at how am I using my intention every day when I get up? How am I using my intention to stay on purpose with what I want? Plus faith equals greater abundance, equals success. Who purpose with faith to build success. Use purpose with faith, keeping the faith to build success. Now, another thing too is Chiron, the wounded healer, is moving into Aries on April 17th. And this is about really getting in touch with how you're handling your body. How are you feeding your body? How are you energizing your body? How are you nourishing your body? Chiron has a way of flushing out things that we've ignored, things that we can take for granted. I know when I've had, Chiron transits right on my sun, it has, and I like to work out, but you can do things too much. It brought to my attention, riding my bike too much, walking too much, doing too much, is balance is the key for all of us. Fire signs like to do. And so, Chiron is going to bring to your awareness anything that you've been neglecting in your health that you want to take proper care of and love you and nourish your body and, build those little tendons and ligaments that, the larger muscles can ignore that may need strengthening or dietary changes or, cutting back on the partying or working too much. I'll go into detail when I get into the monthlies about the Chiron effect in Aries. Also, it's stepping up your psychic abilities. You're going to notice your psychic abilities really stepping up, and it's an added muscle so that, you can really tune into where people are at, and you can gauge, okay, are they ready for this? Do I really want to be part of this? Do I want to be part of this group? Really using your own intuitive muscle to tune into where you want to be, who you want to be with. And it's another skill that you're going to develop over these next few years. Now, Chiron will move from 2 degrees Aries and back to very late 27 degrees Pisces. He re-enters Pisces on September 25th. So he moves in on April, but then by September, almost October, about 6 months later, he's back in Pisces. He will re-enter Aries February 18th, 2019. So, this is, very, very significant. Having Chiron, he acts like a planet in your astrology. He's an asteroid between Saturn, the past, and Uranus, the future. He's the bridge in Aries, very significant for your spirituality, intuition, and, Jupiter with Neptune this year is also empowering your intuition, your psychic abilities, and stepping you up to really tune into higher power here in 2018. And it goes exact May 25th and August 19th. The first one was December 2nd, and then Jupiter trine Neptune, May 25th and August 19th. So you can see it's around for most of the year. Very beneficial energy. Really tuning you into the markets, tuning you into timing. Really trust your instincts this year because they're really on for you to know when it's time to move, when it's time to expand, when it's time to start something new. And that can really empower you. I love the Jupiter-Pluto sextile because it's great for business, it's great for making more money, and it's right there in your house of destiny and what you do in the world. And that is very exciting. With Saturn, the king of career matters, with Pluto in that area, this is about, the harvest and, being in integrity and honor really pays off because they are the heavyweight champions of the zodiac and they pack a punch. And so now those of you born in the first week of Aries, Saturn will be challenging you in 2018. And that would be those of you born, right at the beginning of springtime in March. So those of you born in March, late March, Saturn will be challenging you to make sure you are doing your homework, that you are doing what you need to do to live your best life, take care of your health, and do your best work in the world. But Saturn's the one that takes you to the top. If you want to achieve and you want to go to the top, it's Saturn that takes you there. First, he tests us. You know, are we in our integrity? Are we doing the work? Are we putting in the hours? Are we showing up? Are we, producing? If you are, you will find that you are moving up. If you're not in the right profession, if you're not in the right relationship, if you're not in the right place for you, Saturn will show you that, and you have the opportunity this year to make positive changes in your life so that you are getting to your right relationship, your right livelihood, your right living location. And that's the intention of the planets, is to move you in a way that empowers you and brings you to what is most right for you. Now, Mercury is going to retrograde 3 times in 2018. And the first one will be in Aries. It will be in all fire signs, which is actually good news, because it makes Mercury retrograde easier to manage and more fun. Now, he will retrograde March 22nd through April 15th from 17 degrees Aries to 5 degrees Aries. So this will be another time for you in March that Jupiter will go retrograde, then Mercury will go retrograde, where you are going to be reevaluating things about what you're doing and really taking a look at, where are you putting your time, where are you putting your energy, and how is that working for you? And of course, I will go into much greater detail when I get to do the monthlies. This is a wide view of the next few years, but particularly focused on 2018. However, what's happening now is also happening in 2019 and 2020, especially in 2020, because that's when it's all going to reset. We're going to see a huge reset in the area of the global economies, governments, and so on. And for you, it's happening in the house of destiny. It's happening in your career legacy. And all the world is watching you to see what you will do. No pressure. No pressure. Not at all. But it's exciting because it's bringing changes that you've wanted probably for some time now. And, it is about taking whatever you do to the next level and getting on this new life path, destiny. So if you're available for love and you're open for love, it's on. You've got the eclipses running there, opening doors for you to meet someone amazing and wonderful. And the North Node is there until it moves into Cancer on November 7th. And then that's going to start bringing the focus to your foundation and what you do in the world. And I will talk about that later in the year. But, this is a time where you can be romantically involved with others and experience that love. For those of you coupled, this is an energy that is very useful for harmonious partnership. And, another thing too is, even with Saturn challenging the Aries, in the first few days, those born in the beginning, Saturn is still trining Uranus. Uranus, moves into Taurus, but it only makes it to about, 2 degrees of Taurus, 3 degrees. It moves about, like almost to 3 degrees. And Saturn doesn't get that far either. And so they're both forming a grand trine for most of 2018. That is your ability to innovate and have the financial support you need to start that new business, to expand your business, to expand your family, to get married, to have harmony in your partnerships with your partner that you are coupled with, or business partners. And that's very favorable that, Saturn and Uranus, just like in 2017, all of 2017 they've been trining. That grand trine is still on, that fire trine is still on here in 2018, even when they move into the earth signs, Taurus and Capricorn. They're still in harmonious energy flow. So for those of you that want to make more money, you will see that your money is improving here, because Uranus, even in the beginning of Taurus, is still in harmonious energy flow with Saturn in the area of what you do in the world, and Uranus is in the area of your money. And so there is really amazing energy here for you to improve your money, to move up in your career, to see advancement in 2018. Very exciting what's happening here with you. And yes, you're changing. Yes, you're growing. Yes, you're evolving. But the positive changes that are happening with you and for you are going to be stunning. And it just, the message is to flow with the changes, move with the changes, because these changes will empower you and bring you more of what you want. Spiritually, you're growing, and you're going to notice that the more you take time to meditate and listen, you're going to hear from your mighty I am presence, your God consciousness, and you will have the answers you need just by listening. I'm not seeing challenges to the health. So if you're taking care of yourself and you are, doing things in a balanced way, you're going to find that your health is strong. And so I just want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plusing my videos. Aries, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, what's coming up in 2018, 2019, 2020, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. It's also up in the cards. You go to my astrology page, you purchase your consultation. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're working together. Or if you're interested in coaching, you want to focus on business expansion, you want to focus on your goals, you want to focus on a promotion or a relationship, it's very easy. You go to my coaching page, you purchase a session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're coaching you. So until next time, Aries, get ready for that new life path destiny.